You can't move on your own. Ouija moves, dancing in the end zone. Crush crew. All we do is get dubs. Hate to lose. We can do this all day. No snooze. Don't get it popping if you saying that you popping, dog. Never will I lose to a dude. Just won't happen, y'all. Ball a deep pass. Watch flash. What you crying for? Gonna pass the six. Better yet, put on quick. Hear them hating from the side. Twitch watch. I guess you say it's about time. TikTok. FNG, where we at? On top. Other leagues can't win. Flip flop. I wanna be a champion. Raised in the jungle.
What's going on, FNG? It's your boy, Big Boy Deal. It's great to be back on this podcast show we try to do every 2 weeks. I do apologize, one, for being late, working on a new laptop, and I had to get all my passwords and usernames and everything. So sorry about that. And then also apologize, I try to do it every 2 weeks, but with the work schedule and, of course, being a father of two and a husband and, dealing with the world, can't do it every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. So that's why we're doing it today on Thursday night. But hopefully y'all watching. Can't watch it later while you're working out at work, whatever. All right. But we got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff that's happened in the league. Teams, owners moving to new teams. People not following the rules. Some people are hot. Some people are not. We're going to talk about it in this show. And as always, if you want to join the show, please hit me up. I just need your email address. You can come on here for 5 minutes or the whole hour or sometimes hour and a half that we're on. So more than welcome to join. All right. This is your show, our show. All right. Let's bring on the fellas. We got both commissioners on the show tonight. We got Mr. Hoseyan, the Raiders owner, on the show tonight.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you putting everything together there, dude.
No, hey, no, I appreciate you. You already know. All right. And then we also got Triple OG/Triple OG, nine-time Super Bowl champ, the reigning champ right now, Mr. Philly Jedi, Tony Tranks, 49ers owner.
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, sir.
A little salty.
All
I took an L ticket, but, I'll
L
have to recover. L ticket by them damn Chiefs.
All right. Oh, there it is. I was trying to say, I got to make Hoseyan the host so he could do his thing. All right.
So we'll be going over the division standings while Dill and Hoseyan figure out who's on first.
Yes. And Hoseyan, all right. Hoseyan, you got it right.
What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
All right. Copy.
All right.
I'm about to post it to our page now. And
what we usually do.
That is hot. I love that.
We started the AFC North doing the divisions, FNG division standings. We have the Ravens and Browns tied at 5-0 for the lead in the AFC North. We have the Bengals at 3-2, and with the Steelers rounding out the division at 2-2. Heading on down to the AFC South, we have the Texans leading the division at 2-2. The Titans in second place at 2-3, and tied for last, the Jaguars and the Colts at 1-4. Jaguars won the division last time. Them being 1-4 is a bit of a shock. It's early, but that's a little surprise there. Heading over to the AFC East, we have the Jets at 2-2, leading the division. More Life is in front. I got you, babe. 2-2. And we have the Bills, Mr. Tillman, at 2-3 in second place. The Dolphins at 1-4. And the Patriots at 0-5. You got to pick it up, Dorian. Heading over to the AFC West, we have the Chargers at 5-0, leading the division. Broncos right behind them at 4-0. I think the Chargers are on bye this week. Then we have the Chiefs, the team that beat my ass, at 3-2. And rounding out the division, is 1-3 Raiders. Come on, Hossein. Now head to the NFC North. King of the North is back, 5-0, fresh off their recent win. We'll be talking about that win in a bit. We have the Packers and Vikings, both at 3-2, tied for second place. And bringing up the rear is Mr. Ty, the Donna DeVerts, who had an impressive win over NFC East opponent. We'll be discussing that as well. Heading to the NFC South, we have the Falcons, Big D.
Who took a big loss.
He damn sure did, Big L.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, man, but I was watching that game. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about
big
it later.
win. What's a big win? Not a big loss. It's a big win.
He lost to the Giants.
I'm not talking about that. His last game was a win.
Oh yeah.
All right, you sit down over there. His last game was a win.
Dang. Okay.
But the Falcons leading the division at 3-2. We have the Saints in second place at 2-3.
What?
Good job there, Brandon. Keep that up. We have the Panthers at 1-3 in third, and the Bucks, the wild card Bucks at 0-5. They're missing Tom Brady already.
All right, I gotta do this real quick.
What's up?
Hossein, fight.
They're probably missing that, right?
Chad told me to do that.
Yeah, I was actually waiting for you to say it when you introduced him. You didn't. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, my bad.
Not enough sleep today, huh, Dill?
Yeah.
All right, heading up to the NFC East. We have the team that I believe is. I said this when we did our predictions last show that it was going to be winning this division. They on top, like I said, they would be 4-1. Washington football team, 4-1. We have the Cowboys at 2-2 in second place. The Giants at 2-3. Now they just won this division, so they have to get together, Tiger, if you're trying to get this this division back. And we have the Eagles with the brand new owner, straight out of Philly, at 1-4. So hopefully they can get that turned around and shot this division. Heading over to the NFC West.
Ooh.
We have the 49ers ahead of the division by one game at 4-1. We have the Cardinals at 3-2, who have had some hilarious games these last couple of games. I can't wait to rewatch those videos. And the Rams, the last one was hilarious. The Rams at 2-3, and the Seahawks with another new owner at 1-4.
New owner,
and
but not new.
New owner, but not a new owner, still an OG.
Yeah.
3-time Super Bowl champ. Matt is back.
Yeah. At 1-4. And Dill, that is the division standings at FNG.
Dude, you're awesome. Appreciate it. And then you're gonna go right into the stats.
Roger.
We're gonna do stats. Hossein. Shout out to Hossein, man. I was running late coming from a softball game, and Hossein had all this set up. Appreciate him. That's our IT man. IT man.
With the
Yeah, go down.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Click on that right there. Nope. Yeah, click on that and go up the top to NFL. So we will start with the passing leaders. We just advanced to week 6 and nobody's played their game, so everything should be straight for the NFL. And the passing leader, we have Patrick Mahomes with 1,109 yards passing, with J.C. Weatherspoon and Jordan Love right behind second and third for yards. Touchdowns, Jared Goff is number 1 with 17 touchdowns, with 6 guys tied at 14 touchdowns right behind him. Not going to name all those guys. And for quarterback rating, Kyler, no, that's not quarterback rating. That's the yards per game. No, not enough games. No. Matt Ryan leading the league in quarterback rating because he definitely has enough games played. 158.1. Justin Fields don't count. Justin Herbert would probably be in second place with 140.9 quarterback rating. And Baker Mayfield's in third, 139.3 quarterback rating. And those are the passers. Let's go over to the rushers. We have leading the league right now, Ronald Jones. That's last year's record breaker with 950 yards rushing. Kalen Ballage is in second place, 895 yards. And Raheem Mostert In third place at 867 yards rushing. Touchdowns.
That was a Super Bowl MVP, right?
Yes, sir. And last year's MVP. Season 1 MVP.
Whatever.
Hey, it all counts. XP, baby. Touchdowns, we have a tie for first place. Kalen Ballage and Joe Mixon both have 12. And third place is Melvin Gordon, the third, with 11.
All from the AFC. Ooh.
Yeah, all from the AFC, yeah. Closest NFC guy is Mostert Barkley with 10 touchdowns. And let's go with attempts, too, just for shits and giggles. Kalen Ballage is 116 attempts. Le'Veon Bell with 105 attempts in second place. And Melvin Gordon and Ronald Jones are tied for third place with 101 attempts. Not bad. All right, head on over to receiving. Number one yard getter in the receiving category is Tyreek Hill with 696 yards receiving. Second place is Michael Thomas, 679 yards, and Gregorius Yell, 672 yards receiving. Going to receptions.
Why, Tiger?
His name is Greg Yell, probably, and Gregorius is. Anyway, Amari Cooper's leading the league in receptions with 35. Cooper Kupp is in second place, 32. Same damn team. Let's just talk about that right there. And in third place, Gregorius Yell with 30 receptions. And heading over to the touchdowns, Amari Cooper is number one with 11 touchdowns. Oh, wow. And there's four people tied for, I guess, second place. Brandon Ayuk, Odell Beckham, KJ Hamler, and Julio Jones all have 8. And there's a bunch of people with 7 after that. Not bad. I was shocked to even see my guy up there. All right. Let's see. We're going down to defense. I guess we'll go to the number one tackle getter. Patrick Queen, middle linebacker with 35 tackles, leads the league. And then number 2 is another Raven, a free safety, George Odom. Didn't he have the record for most interceptions? I think that was the guy making all the interceptions. Anyway, 34 tackles. And then number 3, Fred Warner, best middle linebacker in football with 33. Heading over to the sacks category.
I looked that up right now.
What's that? What are you looking up?
The interception.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Chandler Jones is leading the league. Hold on. Chandler Jones, the guy that he was trying to trade? Chandler Jones is leading the league for the Cardinals with 9 sacks. Bud Dupree, who's on the on the Buccaneers right now, has 7.5 sacks. And tied for third is 3. Danielle Hunter, Mac Wilson for the Browns, Daniel Hunter for the Vikings, Mac Wilson for the Browns, and Montez Sweat all have 6 sacks apiece.
And yes, he holds the record for the most interceptions in the season. He has 24 interceptions.
Oh my God! In a season.
In the season.
God damn, that is ridiculous.
Really
right. That's insane. And we go over the interceptions. For some reason, people can't stop throwing interceptions to this guy, throwing the ball to this guy. Isaiah Simmons has 8. In 5 games, Isaiah Simmons, the middle linebacker, has 8 interceptions. Can people stop throwing to him, please?
Mm-hmm.
TJ Green, Devarius Moore, TJ Green of the Chargers, Devarius Moore of the 49ers, and Obi Melifonwu of the Bears all are tied for second place with 5 interceptions. And then we have a whole bunch of people with 4, which I'm not going to
read.
And then we got we're going to see a lead touchdown getter. We have 2 people with 3 touchdowns. That's Isaiah Simmons and Steve Denmark of the Broncos and Cardinals, respectively. And then we have tied for second, Xavier Woods, Donta Hightower, and George Odom, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Ravens, respectively, for second place. And a bunch of people with 1. A whole bunch. Forced fumbles. Yeah, it's just definitely less than it was last Madden.
Yeah.
Chandler Jones and Patrick Queen have tied for first with 3. And when I say a bunch with 2, it's not even worth just too many with 2. It's just Patrick Queen and Chandler Jones. Those are the only people we need to worry about. And let's see, kicking. I'm going to go field goals made. Chase Wood is...
I hate going over kicking.
Says the one with the most kicked field goals. The most field goals made.
Let's talk about it.
9 for 9. Chase Wood is 9 for 9 with extra points. With field goals. And second place is Harrison Butker for the Chiefs. He was 8 for 8. And there's a bunch of people with 7 in third. Eddie Pinheiro, Chase McLaughlin, and Michael Bagley. Bears, Cardinals, and Chargers, respectively. And since we're over here, longest field goal is 58-yarder by Brett Maher for the Detroit Lions. And let's see, I think that's it. Oh, punting. Longest punt, because we don't care about those average. Longest punt, I think, is that 69-yarder. Yeah, Cameron Johnston for the Titans with a 69-yarder. Let's see who has the longest kick return since we're already here. Wow. Longest kick return is only 28 yards. Yeah, I think that's going to get beat in the next couple weeks. Tyreek Hill has a 28-yarder. All right. Longest punt return, since we're already down in these parts of the stats, is... Damn. There's 3 people with 18. Gabriel Pleasant of the Cowboys, Markel Wallace of the Vikings, and Tommy Keaton of the Raiders. All have 18-yard punt returns. So we got to work on that, guys. Longest pass. Trevor Lawrence with the 94-yarder, and I'm sure that reception was to George Kittle. Closest one after that was Matt Ryan, 85 yards. Longest run. It's still that 88-yarder. Yep, Kalen Ballage, 88 yards. And Melvin Gordon's in second place with 85. Receiving the longest pass, yeah, like I said, was should be George Kittle. Yeah, George Kittle, 94 yards.
Dang.
And that is the stats for FNG.
Appreciate it, my brother from another mother.
Do
All
my
right,
best.
shout out to Chaz, the Broncos owner. Shout out to Harris who's watching, the Chargers owner. Shout out to Zay, the watch the football team, and Isaiah. The Bears.
King of the North. King of the North.
Is he?
5-0.
Ah.
5-0.
Hey, can you give me back the host?
Yes, sir.
No. Keep it. Nope. Keep it. Keep it, because we're going right into games of the week. We're going to week 2.
Okay.
So no top 10?
Yep. You want to do? We can do top 10 right now.
Top 10, yeah.
Let's do top 10, but you need to change it to where we're all on the screen. You put it on gallery view.
It is on gallery.
Yeah, I see it now. All right, I was making sure. My bad. All right, it's top 10. You want to do a whole seance?
I can. Let me see here. And I'll go off of the list here. So you want me to start from the bottom up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so at number 10, we have the Bengals at 3-2.
Previously unranked.
At number 9, we have the Falcons at 3-2.
Last week they were ranked number 4.
At number 8, we go with the Chiefs at 3-2.
Previously unranked. Congratulations.
At number 7, we go with the Washington football team.
Previously unranked. 4-1, not bad.
At number 6, we go with the reigning champs, the 49ers, with a 4-1 record.
They dropped from number 1 last week or last show.
Getting beat by the Chiefs didn't help, huh?
Nah,
At
not at all.
But
at
she's
number-
still a top 10 team, right?
Yeah, that's
As of right
now.
correct. As of this rankings, yes. At number 5, we have the Browns at 5-0.
Previously number 8.
I think they're better than the Bears, but whatever.
At number 4, we have the Bears at 5-0.
Previously number 7.
At number 3, we have the Ravens at 5-0.
And they were previously number 5, so they moved up too. Bunch of people moved up.
Then at number 2, we have the Broncos at 4-0.
Previously number 3.
And then at number 1, the Chargers at 5-0.
And they were obviously previously number 2.
So a good mix up this time around for the top 10.
Yep.
Yep.
If y'all disagree, please let us know. These is just our opinions. Zay, he asked also, what about team stats? I don't think we ever went over that.
When he says team stats, what does he mean?
He's talking about the stats with
like-
teams, like who ranks number 1 in the rushing, passing.
Oh,
right.
it's too early for that because you can have a guy who has a bunch of computer games in the beginning and have the craziest stats. So we don't even look at that until maybe the midseason or end of the year. Yeah, it's too early for that.
It's a good question, though, Zay. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do it. We actually never done it before. So
No, we haven't.
we haven't done that.
We've never done it.
We haven't not recently.
Not team
We haven't
stats.
done it in a while. We do
Okay.
player stats, but not individual team stats.
Right.
Hmm.
That's a good one. That's good. Hey, I didn't think about it.
Not bad.
Yeah, so
Maybe you can come on the
Chargers-
show and you do it for us.
Yeah, Zay.
Be
So
interesting.
I'm gonna talk about it. Chargers number 1.
Chargers number 1.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Weren't they just in the Super Bowl
Yes.
and they haven't lost? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they'll be number 1.
And he said also ranking best offense and defense. Yeah, that'd be cool. Probably like week after week 8, something like that.
Yeah, we could do midway through the week, start it after that, see where everybody goes.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Next show we should do it then because we'll at least have 2 shows done. So
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
run
come
through
on,
that if anything.
come on, Zay. You can come on the show and talk about it.
That's right.
definitely.
That's right.
Hopefully
All
you'll
right.
be ranked up there by then.
Right. All right. So we're going to week 2. We're going to talk about week 2 through 5, and a lot of stuff has happened that I didn't think was going to happen, but and I know we're going to talk about it. Like one of the owners, like the Bucks. I think the Bucks were 11-5 last season, right?
That's right.
And
Mhm.
now they're
Wild card
0-5.
team.
Right? And they're 0-5 starting off.
They had a rough first 5 games though. So
Yep, I wish Tiger was on here. He could talk about his games a little bit. But yeah. But let's go to week 2. If you can pull that up, Ocean.
Well, dude, let me get that going for us.
Green Bay all over Detroit, 42-21. That wasn't even competitive. 2 Cousins getting it on. Let's see. Here's a game that was actually playing while we were in the middle of our show. Baltimore beats Buffalo 39-35.
Yeah, that
He was talking about
good.
he was going to beat Tillman by 50. And he was down 28-24 at halftime, and there was a couple scores done in the second half. Buffalo only scored a touchdown in the second half, which is the reason why they lost. And
That's rough.
the Ravens were able to score 8 and 7 per quarter. So, I mean, the game was way closer than I guess both expected. Lamar Jackson threw 3 picks. Josh Allen, threw 4. And I'm sure that was a gigantic difference in the game. The quarterback ratings were very similar: 106.2 for Josh Allen and 105.4 for the Ravens. Their percentage was pretty similar. Melvin Gordon had another great day because he usually does pretty well on the ground. 24 attempts, 134. J.K. Dobbins was shut down with only 12 carries and 58 yards.
Bad.
But but the thing is, that was an impressive job of Tillman holding him on 12 carries, 58 yards is impressive because he usually crushes with him. And Lamar Jackson had 50 yards. You know what I mean? Dobbins had a touchdown, but Melvin had 3. So to me, Tillman did a good job containing the run. I think that it was turnovers were big. Turnovers were real big, and Marquise Brown getting off, I'm sure, had a lot to do with that. 2 for 150, 2 touchdowns, you know. So, Tillman, get your game together, throw a couple extra picks. You probably would have won this, and the top 10 would have looked entirely different without the Ravens up there. So, good job, Eric, keeping your team up there. Moving right along. 16-7 Minnesota over Chicago. Chicago over Minnesota. Nice tight game there. Atlanta all over New Orleans, 63-42. I guess the craziest part is New Orleans putting up so many points.
I was gonna say that's a pretty high score.
42
game.
points is a lot of points. I'm just curious. I'm gonna take a quick look. I want to see how the New Orleans get their. Doss had a perfect quarterback rating. That's 1 for 1. All right, let's try. Aaron Rodgers, 28 for 39, 400. Oh my God, 450 yards passing, but 4 touchdowns, but 4 picks.
I'm sure that was all to Michael Thomas.
J.C. Weatherspoon was
it seemed like he was like, "You get a pick, you get a pick."
with 6 picks. 6 touchdowns, 4 picks. Dorian is really trying to work in this rookie. He got traded from the Texans. But he's struggling with the guy just throwing errant passes, man, and it's costing him the game. And he's struggling with his run game as well. But Kamara had 20 carries for 104. So I think the Saints are putting. Oh my God! Look at the receiver real quick. Look at the receiver. Ooh, Julio Jones. Julio Jones. 4 catches, 234 touchdowns. Oh my God!
Yeah, but look at the Saints too, though. They had some players up there with numbers.
They both did. Look, Ridley was up there with 160. Yeah, this is a
stat.
shootout.
This is a shootout.
Dang,
defense.
What coverage were they in? God damn.
The defenses were still on the bus. They were out there on scout teams on it. Wow. But yeah, that's a lot of points, but it's good because if Dorian's defense is not bad, and him to drop 42 points on a guy who represented the NFC in the Super Bowl before is saying a lot. So congratulations, Brandon, at least making it a good game versus getting blown out. Eagles at Panthers. Panthers finally getting a good win in because they need to keep pace with NFC South with the Falcons. Beating the Eagles 45-24. Texans at Browns 41-19. Didn't like this was close at all. Was it though?
No, sir.
Since you're here. Nah, that wasn't close.
No, sir.
No, hey, no. Dude, no disrespect. My bad, dude.
Hey, this is the truth.
Up.
Deshaun Watson had his quarterback rating was 38.3. He had no touchdowns, 2 picks. It was 50% passing.
Wrong game.
This is a Texans what's the name? Browns game.
You had me laughing. I picked the wrong thing.
I'm sorry. Nick Chubb had an amazing day, almost 200 yards rushing on 18 carries, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we went against Kareem Hunt. I wish we had him. Wish we didn't trade him now.
Right. Kareem Hunt,
dog.
18 carries, 100 yards, but no scores. So you can't have a bad passing day like that and then not get on the ground. So that probably was the biggest difference in this game, just my opinion.
Yep.
Moving right along, Arizona beats Washington. Actually, I wasn't surprised about that. I kind of expected that score, 45-24.
Yeah, it's Washington's first loss. They're 4-1, right?
Yeah, but it was essentially they were 1-1 after this game, so we kind of really didn't know if they was really back yet. So this didn't surprise me. Cowboys beat the Buccaneers in a close one by 6.
Shout out to the Lions. They watching.
Oh, what's going on, Ty? We didn't get to that game yet. Dak Prescott, 502 yards pass. Woo, 5 touchdowns. 140.9 quarterback rating. Hold on, let's see who he was. Oh, my God, Ronald Jones. 238 yards on 21 carries, 4 touchdowns. Jesus Christ. He ran so much nobody else could run, even on the Cowboys. Because Zeke only had 9 carries.
Man, look at these. You look at these receivers though. He spread the ball out pretty well. Dang.
Michael Gallup,
CC
156.
Lamb,
CD Lamb,
Elliott.
132. Elliott. Oh my God. This was impressive, Thomas. Keep up that good work.
He had 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Spreading that ball around, man. That
Spread
was
around.
impressive. Good game, good win. Beating the playoff
Side
team.
note, Tranks, that offer still stands. If you want to kick Harris out the league, just for him being him,
Roger that.
offer still stands, man. I got you, man. He said that I always trade players and they always get better on the other team, so he could kick rocks. That's why your feet stink if you don't know Jesus. Kick rocks.
Oh wow!
And week 2 is the week that the champions take their first loss. They lose to Kansas City, 35-24. And being one of the participants in this game, this was probably the most frustrating game I've had in several weeks.
It's a lot of turnovers too. You don't typically have that many turnovers.
Yeah.
What game are you talking about?
The Chiefs 49ers game.
Okay, because I don't see it on the screen.
It's not on
Yeah,
the
no
screen?
problem.
Oh, now it is. Yep. It was.
And didn't start off well and didn't end well. I began the game kind of cold, throwing picks, didn't score in the first quarter, and the ball just was not bouncing my way. Patrick Mahomes with 119.1 rating, 361 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks, but I threw 4 picks, only 1 touchdown. That's not good. And we look at the rushing. Mostert had 127 yards on 23 carries, which is okay for him, but only 2 touchdowns with all those turnovers, that's just not good. And it felt, looking at the box score, I was down 28-3 at the half. It really felt like I got warm after halftime. And then I scored 21 points in the second half, but it just wasn't enough. You know what I mean? That performance in the first quarter was just a problem. So, congratulations to the Chiefs. You played well. You definitely deserve the win, and I refuse to take anything away from that win. You
Like
definitely punched us in the mouth.
Trying to give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to say that. I just really feel like I was getting better just too late. One enough game left, and it didn't really matter what he did. I wouldn't have won that game because there wasn't enough time left. He wasn't. I'm not gonna say he was playing smart by any stretch of the imagination. He probably could have just played a little smarter towards the end of the game, but it was just a great game by him, in my opinion. He was ready. He jumped on me early and punched me in the mouth real early, good. Great. That's what when you play a champ. That's what you got to do. Let him know where it's at early.
Yep.
And that's what he did. He really did. Because we had a really good week with Trevor Lawrence the first week. He said, "Nah, man." Tennessee loses to the Giants 31-14.
Yep.
Miami all over the Patriots 34-7. Jeez.
Yep.
Steelers all over the Jets. Come on, more life. 24-10. Broncos, it's a close one. I remember this game with the Jaguars.
Why
do you say it like that?
Because he was dominating the Jaguars, man.
Okay.
And I think he had like a breakout message, right? So he just I guess you know how it is. You want that guy to go from star to superstar, so you do things you wouldn't normally do versus closing the game out, and it almost cost him that game. I just got sick watching him throw those picks with Drew Lock and just he's so Chaz is so good that when he starts doing dumb shit like that, I just get sick. Just get sick because he was literally dominating the he won the game, but he didn't even get the breakout. The moral of that story is he won the game, but he didn't get the breakout message he was going for anyway. So It's whatever. Now we go to the Bengals. Head to L.A. to play the Chargers. Man, it was 17-10 at halftime. And then another, 9 points versus 7 points. So it was this game was a lot closer than I think Harris wanted it to be.
Yep.
Shout
out to Harris. He at work. Shout out to you, brother.
What's his name? Herbert had no touchdowns and 2 picks. And Joe Burrow had 1 touchdown and 2 picks. But Balazs with 30 carries, 31 carries, and 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, I think was the separator.
Put the team on his back.
Yeah.
And he stopped Chargers stopped
Joe Mixon.
The Bengals. Yeah, he stopped the run game.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon was only held to 59 yards, which is I say the Bengals owner is more of a runner than he is a passer. He'll throw a little bit, but if you shut his run game down like this kind of neutralizes him a bit. So I think that was the biggest differentiator. Even though Ross had such a good day, there wasn't really much going on passing in this game. So, but it was a close game, very close game. Good performance by both. Congrats on the win.
And run after catch, he had 81 yards. Good Lord.
Wow. Here's a crazy thing. Seahawks at Rams. Was this
It wasn't
what's
Matt.
his name's friend? Was it Matt?
No,
it wasn't Matt.
It was the previous owner.
Yeah. This is
This is Brian.
Right. Matt
sure?
Matt only played 1 game.
Yeah, Matt's only played 1 game.
Oh,
This is
10-4?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. 26-29. Not bad. And this owner right here is not the Seahawks anymore. So yeah, not bad. Raiders at Colts. Oh, good win there. Hossein. We're gonna take care of business. See that 10-point victory.
All right.
Moving on to week 3. We'll speed this up. Speed around here.
We dragged on week 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Any good ones here?
Yeah, let's look through. See any good
The
ones.
Indy Giants game.
No, Colts.
Colts.
Yeah. Colts beat the Giants 33-28. Very surprised.
And this one leads to another conversation later.
Yeah. Colts beat the Giants.
Shoot, yeah. Talk about
33-28.
Yeah, duh.
But the Colts owner, Mr. Reese Jones, 8 times in this game rushed less than 3 rushers. And because of that, he got suspended. And not only did he get suspended, meaning he had to go on the AP for a few games, we also suspended Jimmy Garoppolo and his starting running back, Jonathan Taylor, who had 23 carries for 293 yards, and his defender, what's the ball's name? DeForest Buckner. Suspended those guys for 8 games. And the penalty was so harsh because we wanted it to be that type of gameplay is just not acceptable here. When we go over the rule change and the person that left, we'll go into specifics, but this was the game that it happened in. So
yeah.
But so my ear is to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So the people talk to me. But but at first when it first came out with the punishment you gave them, everybody was like, man, why they went so hard on them? My thing is, you got to be the example because you just talked about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is talked about it, and to do it, I get it. You do it once, maybe twice, 3rd time you pushing it, but 8 times you don't care. And to say you didn't know, my thing is this to anybody in this league, because I just had a conversation with Tranks this morning about some rules. That I've been in the league since 2015. And I didn't know a certain rule we had. And
you forgot.
I forgot, Tranks. Okay, whatever. But it's your responsibility to read up on the rules. When you hit
Hold on, you saying when I'm driving, I can tell them I didn't see the rules that I didn't see the red light.
Right.
I didn't know. I can tell the cop when he pulls me over, I didn't know.
Come on,
the cops will say, "Oh, you didn't know? Okay, well, go ahead. I'm not going to give you this ticket."
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah, and the bad thing is there were several posts. It wasn't just a one and done. It was several posts, and the Constitution was even changed to where it was formatted differently, and we will look into that. But it was even added to the Constitution. That's how bad, and
I saw it done in the playoffs. By multiple teams, not one, not two, multiple teams in the playoffs. Right? Some winning, some losing.
Wait. Time out. Talk just so we're clear. So I don't know if somebody that's not in the league watching this, explain exactly what the coach did. I know we're gonna talk about it a little bit later, but explain exactly what he did. Since we
might as well get it out now because we're deep in it.
Right.
The rule that they broke is in this league, you must have 3 people rushing the passer. Okay. At all times. It doesn't matter whether it's 3 defensive linemen, 1 lineman, and 2 cornerback. It doesn't matter. There has to be 3 people on pass downs chasing the quarterback. On rundowns, you can't really tell because everyone attacks the run once the ball's handed off. But
is that game still out there?
Yeah, it's on Tiger's thing, so you can watch it. And there's timestamps on the post that I made. But and the reasoning for that is because we talked to a few developers as to excuse me, I'm sorry, as to why that was. And to make a long story short, they pretty much said they took out the defense Velcro 9, which was essentially having 9 guys in coverage and 2 guys rushing, because the AI of the offensive lineman dumbed out when there was 3 or less people rushing.
Give me one
less than 3
times. What's one of the time steps you had on that game?
Because I'm using the phone. It's on the post. There's no way I'd be able to pull it up. Every time there was a turnover, there was one. But
hey, side note, Harris said that was a COVID sneeze. Not funny, Harris.
Nah, I got one of my shots already. Bro. I'm getting the next one next week. But
messed up.
Dude, go back to work, man.
Yeah, he's bored.
Yeah, he is.
But and then when you're watching the game, it's obvious because offensive linemen will have both hands out like this, blocking air, and a guy will beat a double team and go to sack the quarterback, and those offensive linemen won't react. So that's why if you look at any of the plays, you won't find a defense where there's less than 3 guys rushing.
Yep.
So what was happening is sometimes he would send 2, sometimes he would send 1. And when I saw it in the playoffs, I saw it in the wild card round.
Dang, I'm trying to find it, man. I'm trying to find your post. I can put the times.
That's okay. But there were 8 on there, and everyone who's in the league can see it. And
just my suggestion to everybody that's in this league, no matter how long you've been in the league, like I said, I didn't know of a rule when I was playing the team. I'm not gonna say what the team, but I was playing a team, and I broke a rule. Now that owner could have went to the commissioners like, hey, he broke this rule, and I could have got sanctioned.
You would have got, and you would have got.
Right, I would have. And shout out to Tiger. Tiger was like, hey, you shouldn't have did that. And one of the rules was, just so everybody's out there, we already know in the 4th quarter, if you're up by 22, you cannot go for a touchdown. You only can kick field goals. We know that rule. I didn't know the rule was, and Trank is trying to tell me I forgot, but I honestly didn't.
For the entire game.
Yeah, whatever. If you're up by 15
or
more, you cannot go for it on 4th down.
Yep. That's been in the league for years, actually.
Yes. Actually, I do got a clip if you guys want me to share that.
Of him saying it?
Yeah.
Of the guy doing it?
Yeah.
Clip of the guy doing it?
Yes.
Okay. You can pull that up while we're talking. And I put a vote up actually to change it to 22 so it would match the 4th quarter rule, but everybody voted it down because they thought 15 points or more was, to punt or kick a field goal made the most sense. So it didn't change.
Here's what we were talking about.
Shout out to Jose. Good Lord, that's what I'm talking about. Mr. IT man.
He said it was at 5:52, so I'm gonna play it here. But I think it's a little further up.
Dude, this is so live.
As soon as he snaps the ball, you'll see it. It's only 2 guys rushing.
Only 2 guys rushing.
You see how those offensive linemen are just standing there not moving? It's too obvious to not see it. It's hard to miss.
There you go. So you got 2 guys
Mm.
right there, just right there. 2 guys.
Yep.
So that's what we're talking about.
And everybody's covered too.
Yep.
Everybody's covered. He probably could have threw it to B low, but still.
Yeah.
That's messed up. And he threw a pick right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going back, so my conversation with some people in the league, and it was nothing bad talking about you guys went too hard. It wasn't that. But you had to be exemplary because not only did he break the rule like that, but he also, look, stat-wise, like the Giants couldn't do nothing, threw a pick, and he also lost that game. All right, fool, you ain't gonna follow the rules. You won't be the example.
Yeah, and I think the next one was at 18. So we'll see if we can get to the
and
next
then
one.
and then on top of that, just for GP, just that long post y'all put out there and took the time and gave timestamps. How many times this dude did it? Man, that was a good sanction to me.
Yeah.
Well, I had to watch the game twice to make sure I wasn't giving.
Look at Tiger at the bottom. Look at him. He looks so sad. Shut up.
I think it happens here. There's there's 3 on that one.
It's on the red zone.
Yeah.
He's passing downs. It's passing downs. Trust me.
Yeah, no, his dude dropped back.
Trust me.
Seen that. Yep.
And I watched it twice because I wanted to make sure it wasn't just once or twice. You know what I mean? Because I understand it happens if they quick snap you when you're switching people. That stuff happens. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not gonna, be so rigid that if you snap and you really want to cover, but you're stuck on alignment. I'm not gonna look at something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you watch those timestamps, and this Tigers game's recorded, so you can go watch it. Watch all my timestamps that I gave were all Twitch timestamps. You watch that, you see, at every single one on that play, there was less than 3 people rushing.
I think here's the one that you had here. So I think it's the next play after this one. He actually blitzed 3.
Yeah, see, then he dropped back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Trust me, it's indefensible.
Yeah.
Especially 8 times.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that I was maybe wrong, but that's why I watched it twice. And Tiger made enough mistakes in this thing where he could have won this game regardless of that. But the reason why the penalty is so stiff is because we don't want anyone else to do it. We're making an example here. The next person's going to get the same thing.
And here's a screenshot of what you were talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times with the timestamps.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why we say it's important to record the games, fellas, because if there is a gripe or a complaint or an issue, that's where you guys can provide the evidence.
Because if I'm not watching it, or if I'm not watching it, right, and let's go to other extreme. Let's say you're one of those guys that don't stream, which is okay. Yeah, I can't force anybody to stream if they don't want to. But if someone does that against you, where's the evidence?
Yep.
Don't tell me because I always tell the truth. You got to believe me. Hell no, man. You're gonna have to give me some video evidence, and 1 or 2 times ain't gonna be enough. You're gonna have to Xbox record that a bunch of times, and who wants to deal with that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So protect yourself, broadcast. You know what I mean? Most of the guys in here ain't up to that stuff, so it's.
Yeah, I've never seen it that extreme though. Like like I said, 1, 2 times maybe, but
yeah,
but it's a rule, guys, and just follow it. I don't want to dwell on it anymore. The dude is no longer in the league, and my thing also too, I did have some respect for him, before this incident, but just his comments afterwards, dude, you can kick rocks. The league will move on without you. Nobody need all that bullcrap attitude like that. Tranks, I know Tranks will start, I don't take stuff personal, but dude, all that other bullcrap comment you put on your post, kick rocks, get out of the league. You're good, whatever. Don't, yeah. And I'm sorry,
it's unfortunate.
It happened. Right, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's keep moving. We're still just in week 3.
Yep, week 3. All right, let's see. One of the games that stand out in week 3 that were like crucial. Jets winning again is always crucial.
Hey,
beating New England.
Ty said he thought the punishment at first was harsh, but now he gets it. Yeah, me
Appreciate
too. Ty, I agree, man. Like I thought, I was like,
And
"God,
I will say this. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse because when Tranks found out, noticed it in the playoffs, and he brought it up. Believe me, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
He actually, if you think about it, he actually got off light.
Yeah,
because you can injure 2 people for 8 weeks, right? 2 or 3 people, and it's just a 3-game sim. If you think about that, 3-game AP. It's not like I said he's can't play no more. He out the league. He got to leave his team. You know, when you get upset because you don't want to follow the rules, what boss gonna allow you to stay employed if you ain't gonna follow the rules? Come on, man. I mean, my hands.
You had worse. You had the punishment that one for your mistake, and then Ravens had theirs where they couldn't even play in the playoffs,
Which was big.
I mean, that was
big.
Yeah, so you guys got
16-0 season.
Yeah, follow the
and
rules,
people
man.
Suspended, and their stats changed too.
Correct.
It was rough.
All right, let's keep moving. Any other hot games y'all see? We got to talk about
49ers beating the Falcons. That was significant considering Falcons were vying for the Super Bowl before. So
49ers beat the Falcons 55-28. Oh, yeah, they can see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that Jacksonville game was pretty close. KC Jacksonville. That's a pretty good game.
Yep.
Jacksonville on another
this
loser
one
streak.
Was a pretty good game too. Apparently, the Miami Green Bay game. That was a pretty good game.
Yeah,
but that's
Miami,
really it.
Try to turn it up in the second half and not getting it.
Yeah. All right. So go week 4.
Yes,
yep.
Sir. Any hot games?
Jets came back down to life.
It looked like the Jets was going to do something, and
nope.
And then they just lost in the second quarter. It was downhill.
Gotcha, bitch.
Right.
So I think this was this the week that people started switching? Because I see Sleep took over the
believe
Colts.
so. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I
believe
because it looks
Matt's first game, right?
Yeah. No, this was the Eagles' first game. The Eagles owner, what's his name, Darius. He switched over to the
Titans. Yeah.
Okay.
And the Jags took advantage of that, pounced on them.
No, the Jags played the computer because
is that what it was? Okay.
Initially, I thought Tillman was going to move from the Bills.
Oh, that's
to
right.
Titans.
That's right. Okay.
He didn't do it, so he decided if he's not going to switch, he just played the computer. So that was bad.
My bad, Darius. I jumped the gun there. I thought you got whooped with CPU.
Yeah, but it's nothing else really going on so far.
Oh no, it was
Tillman beat the Colts.
No, Broncos versus Cardinals.
Well, this is the game I had to mute. I had to actually mute because I was in the bedroom watching with the kids, and I had to mute it. I was like, I even text Tanks. I'm like, I had to. I mean, I wouldn't have mind watching it, but I had the kids, and I was like, oh no, let's mute this bad boy.
Hey, it's a couple of people, man. You listen to because I even rewatched my game against the Steelers, and if y'all want to laugh, listen to Cole and Mike's game.
The Cardinals and the Steelers games.
Oh shoot! Even Tranks too. Tranks, man, you slide your comments in too.
Yeah, you stick those.
Tranks, you funny too, man. So whatever.
Yeah, well,
this was a pretty good game. The Rams. Well, then again, you guys play each other enough to, but that was a high-scoring game.
Yeah, defense.
Oh, and also the Giants beating the Falcons.
Yeah, that's a big game there too. I was gonna
2-game losing streak for Dorian. That was big. Big.
Back-to-back.
Yeah, he got a lot. He has a lot going on personally, so I kind of understand his mind might not be on football.
Yeah.
Prayers going out to you and your family, Dorian. We were thinking about you, praying for you.
Absolutely.
But the Giants needed this win, and they were doing everything possible to lose this game. Daniel Jones had 3 picks, and it looked like he should have had 6 more. But luckily J.C. Weatherspoon threw 3 picks
as well.
So, yeah, the Dorian's struggling with this new quarterback, and these are the struggles with a rookie quarterback or young quarterback.
Oh man, Saquon Barkley, wow.
Yeah. Last I checked, Saquon Barkley. He's X Factor, right?
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley's
Yeah.
X Factor.
Yeah.
You sure? So it's good to give Saquon Barkley the ball, then, right?
I guess.
Yeah, but
Good
then
Lord.
that's what most guys get in 3 weeks.
Right.
And you know,
Right.
and let me tell you something. He did not get Player of the Week. You know that?
Ooh, really?
You know who got Player of the Week?
You want me to check? We can check.
I can tell you who got it. Mostert, 25 carries, 361 yards, 4 touchdowns,
Mm.
14.4 yards a
Well,
carry.
that would explain it. You
That's
scored
it.
51 points that game.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Chicago
Right.
beating the Packers 20-7.
Yeah.
That was
Good
an
looking.
important win for the Bears to establish their chances of winning that division. I mean, it's still early though.
Right.
But Green Bay has a tough schedule right early. Getting this win in the division is because the game was close. But the Packers, without Aaron Rodgers there, Love was throwing picks. Like, I know Sean Smith wants to assassinate Jordan Love. He threw 4 picks in this game. And Aaron Jones only had 85 yards rushing, no touchdown. I know he was just pissed.
Yeah.
He's been, a lot of these young quarterbacks people are struggling with. You know what I mean? So big win, Isaiah. And move on to week 5 last week.
Yeah, week 5. Let's see what we got going on, fellas.
All right, let me go. My bad, fellas.
So a lot of moves happened this week.
I think this was Matt's first game, I think.
Yes.
That's funny too. The Eagles and the Colts, 2 new teams, 2 new owners, or new owners on new teams, I should say.
Mhm.
Pretty good game.
Then Giants losing to the Bears.
That was a close game. Was that broadcasted?
Yes.
Dang, I missed it.
Tiger, my synopsis of Tiger's issues are when he has a read that you take away, he does not know how to get the ball to that other read. There's too many times in this game where he had a guy open if he would just make the second read and he throws into traffic. He killed himself this game.
Hey, wasn't he the one saying he's going back to the basics? He can't make that second read.
You rewatch the game, you'll see.
Okay.
Because Chaz and I were in the party with him reviewing that game, and it was like there was one 4th down where he play action faking Barkley out in the flat. He goes to throw to Barkley when there's a guy doing a post wide open in the middle, but he still throws it to the flat. Now Barkley was red hot, you know what I mean? He had his X factor going, but he got it to him so late. The guy tackled him as soon as he got the pass, 3 yards behind line when it was 4th and 2. Just bad play. Bears played better. They discovered DeAndre Hopkins is on their team, and had a good game.
Look, seems like the Bucks have had some close games where they just couldn't finish them out.
Saints beating the Bucks,
Yeah.
big win in that division for the Saints. I know the Saints currently have a trade with the Bengals on the board. There's 2 votes in for that trade, by the way. Still waiting for 2 more votes. But that's 4-point loss, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Gotta get together. They're 0-5, man. That's not good. Minnesota beating Buffalo helped them, getting them 34-23, getting them off the losing schneid.
Shoot.
Dallas.
This was the game I was talking about. Hill right here. This is the one.
Yeah,
Dallas
I need to watch it.
Banked by Detroit. And
I didn't even think it was Ty playing, to be honest with you. The game was so good. I was like, wow.
He couldn't do Ty
No
could
wrong.
do no wrong in that game.
Yeah, he had turnovers.
Galladay was killing him. He was getting picks.
That rookie he's got, that Madden. Woo. Watch him with that
D-tackle.
bull rush.
Yeah,
That dude is insane. As a matter of
Yes, he
fact,
found his thing.
what was his stats? I'm curious.
Let me see.
Because I was watching that game and I was like, who is this dude?
3 touchdowns, no picks. Kieran Johnson, 20 carries, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kenny Galladay, 5 catches, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he was killing them in every possible way.
He was getting, he was getting. It was because this guy right here. That defense was.
But yeah, 2.
Yeah, the interceptions was the
5
pressure.
interceptions.
All that pressure that this man right here was causing. I mean, he was
Sidney Madden.
yeah.
He's a
He was
rookie?
getting through double teams. I hit up Tranks. Was like, dude, who is this? Who is that guy? I think he had like
Yeah.
2 pressure rushes where it was like interceptions because of this guy being all over Dak. Like he had no time. I mean, you got seven sacks. How many interceptions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think he had a couple fumbles too. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was all over. I was really, yeah, 2 fumbles. Yeah, talk about almost 9. It was an yeah. This game was wild. I was like really impressed with this win.
Sidney Madden's a rookie with a hidden development, and this dude was just
Killing it.
killing him.
Yeah.
Just killing him.
Yeah.
A great pick.
Yeah.
It had to be a first round pick.
Yeah. Good win there, Ty. Hopefully you can keep that momentum with this. This will be your momentum.
He gonna need it in that division.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Definitely a good
win. Tennessee over Houston. Oh yeah.
Was this the game Matt was back?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just tell you this, okay? Did that Falcons Cardinals game? First of all, it was you just watched the last quarter of that game. It's just comedy. Listen to Cole talk. But the Cardinals were up 28-14 in the first half. But J.C. Witherspoon, he had to turn the ball over 5 times in the first quarter. Like 4 picks and 1 fumble in the first quarter. We're talking about sack fumbles.
Oh, yeah, there it
everything.
is. 5 picks, yeah.
Yeah, but it was 4 picks. I'm saying in the first half, it was 4 picks and a fumble. And he lost this game because he got shut out in the second half. They went to overtime. He couldn't score again. He kept getting sacked, fumble, and throwing. Gardner Minshew was just shit a brick that day. It just was. It's insane. And Dorian, obviously this game dedicated to Nana. We all know Dorian never gives up. Never gives up. And he just kept scoring, kept stopping him, kept scoring. And then Julio Jones. That bitch Julio Jones.
It's more like Ridley, though. It was more like Calvin Ridley. Yeah, that dude. Look at that. 292 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jones was there, but Ridley was the. Ooh.
Yeah,
it was a tell of 2 halves then, because
he was getting nothing done in the first half. It looked like it was going to be a whitewash, but nope, other way around.
Wow,
brought this back. So
that's what they say, man. A given Sunday, don't just because you losing big in the half, don't mean you can't come back.
Rams beating the Seahawks was a surprise, but the Seahawks played the Rams right after my game. Right. And I knew the Rams were hot. The Rams, we went to overtime. So he played right after we advanced because we were the last game. And he must have just jumped on him. I don't know the stats, but Russell Wilson had 3 picks. And Chris Carson had 44 yards rushing. So they didn't have much going on offensively. And if you ain't scoring,
and to talk about that real quick, a lot of people, whether they're new to the league or just watching the show, Matt is a 3-time Super Bowl champ. He was in the league about
since Madden 19. Since Madden 19,
Madden 19, and then
he won the Super Bowl season 5, I think, of Madden 19.
You guys got the trophies. Y'all can look at them.
No, I remember this because he lost. He lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up there. Let's see.
He lost in the Super Bowl season 1 of Madden 20 to Harris, who's the Chargers owner, right? Mm-hmm. And then he won the second season. He being Matt won the second season of Madden 20, beating the Ravens. And I want to say he won the 3rd season after that. Did he win after beating the Ravens season 2? Who won season 3?
I think didn't he have back-to-back, right?
Madden 20.
So
season
Matt won
season 2, season 3.
He won season 19, Madden 19, season 4.
Right.
He won Madden
20,
season 2 and season 3.
Yeah,
So he won back to back.
He
And
did
then
win
Harris
back-to-back,
won season
yeah.
4.
No, Harris won the season 1 in the Madden 20.
And season 4 too. He beat me in the season 4.
Yeah, I don't have that on this.
Oh yeah.
I don't have that on mine.
So all that to say, he's a 3-time champion in this league. For those that don't know him, he's good, real good. Quality opponent, and you're going to respect his game. So that win was a shock to me. Him losing to the.
He just got to get back on that bike, man. That's all. He going. Once he gets going, watch out.
49ers beating Green Bay was an important win for 49ers because Green Bay needed this one bad to keep pace with the Bears. The Washington football team beating Jacksonville.
That's a close game.
Pretty much beats down the Jaguars' chance. Jaguars are like 1-4, right? Like they won a division last year, and now they're like swimming in losses right now. This was big. So this has been a rough week for some and great week for others. KC got beat down by the Chargers, 55-27. Oof. But yeah, I don't know if you want to discuss the moves.
Yeah, you could go over. Let's go over the moves.
Yeah, we had a little bit of movement.
That actually will be our last conversation.
With the Colts, with the Colts leaving, the Titans owner Sleep moved to the Colts, and I thought that would open the way for Tillman to get his favorite team. He elected not to go, so we opened up the opportunity for the Eagles owner, who didn't have a choice of team, to move to the Titans. He moved to the Titans. The guy who had the Seahawks pretty much didn't have much of a choice of who he had to be.
They're actually all
but
at the
he
bottom
is
right
from
there
Philadelphia.
on the screen, if you look at it.
He's from Philadelphia. He's a good friend of the Washington football team. Isaiah Nash, Brian Edelman. He took over the Eagles, and he's actually a newer owner. Darius Presswood is the Titans, and Matt Leone, Matthew Luther, T. Jakes Mack, whatever he decided to call himself, he's the Seahawks.
NYTJ, yep.
You're not that good, son. That's what that stands for. So those were the moves. And the only thing I can really say about the reasoning for the moves, I don't know if that was one of the questions. We wanted to make sure that where people got placed, it was going to be competitive. We have an idea of what people's skill level are, and we're not going to place Matt in a division where he's not going to be challenged. That's just not going to happen. So we moved the pieces around to put people where we felt they needed to be. I say we being Hossein and myself. Right. We were pretty satisfied with where people are. And it was we're only 2 seasons in, so it's really not like there's a whole bunch of trades that are so significant that the teams are unrecognizable. So we're kind of satisfied with where people are and what teams they are on. And we have 3 guys left on the waiting list, even though we have no teams that are open. Richard Garland is number 1, in case you're watching it. Cool J, Handsome Mikey, the guy who was the Jets before, you're number 2. I'm sure you're watching it. Mikey J.
Mikey J, yeah.
He's a Grand Theft Auto guy. I forget his name. That cool, handsome Mikey J. I don't know. He's probably related to Dill somehow.
He's got a different name. He's got a different name now.
And Justin Christian is the 3rd guy on the waiting list. So if we get an opening, Garland's going to have an option. If he skips, he'll go to the back of the line, and then we'll give it to Mikey J. And then, he's done it. That happened before.
No, I'm sorry. I'm reading the comment.
He's reading the comment.
Right. You see that? you go ahead, Jose.
No, you go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Is it what's his the Jets owner? He said, where are y'all gonna move the Dolphins owner so he could be competitive?
Those two always going at it.
I love it, man.
Dude,
Every comment about him charges me up. I love it. Actually, more life. I forgot. I neglected to tell you this, but I'm glad I can tell you this now. You were my motivation throughout the playoffs because you pissed me the F off with all those posts, and I got mad every time you bet against me the entire playoff, and I said, nah. I used you as motivation. Thank you very much, sir. I'm just letting you know. I appreciate your post. I love it every time you post, by the way. In all seriousness, I love it every time you post. But I definitely use your post. No, I definitely use this post as motivation before every. And sometimes the Buccaneers, we always talk good about the Buccaneers. That's my man, Smith Wesson. I had no reason to hate that dude. The rushing record wasn't enough for me to hate him. His post motivated me to beat that game. I got playing championship. That wasn't enough motivation enough. His post motivated me to unbeat. So thank you very much, More Life McKinney. I appreciate you. But yeah,
that's funny.
Making a comment to Harris for one, the person they just named, I don't know who that is. That's not my family member, jerk. And get back to work before I call your supervisor.
I don't know. The guy who was the Jets, that's so cool, handsome Mikey J. I forget the dude's. There's a long name. He's in the league now, like as far as the page, but they never, removed him. But he took a hiatus, and then he's back. But we filled his spot, so it's so he's behind Garland because Garland actually let somebody go in front of him.
I like how Mike is adding fuel to that request. He says that here's Bullock is going to the Saints.
That's messed up. Messed up.
More life chased him off.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's
gentlemen?
all I got. That's all I got.
That's
man.
it, fellas.
Hey, fellas, good stuff. Appreciate everybody broadcasting their games. We'll try to catch up on some that I missed. But of course, Tranks, man, you always are on top of it, watching these games. Appreciate everybody commenting too. Love to have you on the show, especially the people that haven't been on yet.
Even if it's 5 minutes,
exactly.
10 minutes,
yeah, just
talk
come
about
say
your
hi,
game.
say bye. Yeah.
I mean, it
doesn't even matter.
We always talk about our games, but we'd like to hear from y'all. So,
broadcast your games.
Else?
If you don't broadcast your games, it's hard to talk about it.
Yeah.
And what I do is if I don't see the game and y'all ain't see it, we're gonna keep it moving. It was a little different today because we didn't have a lot of the guys that are on, but if you don't broadcast the game, it's hard to talk about something we didn't see. And there's only so much stats you can go over. That makes things kind of extended. I'd rather hear the person that was in the game talking about the game because that type of insight is big. And you don't have to do anything else but just talk about the game if you want. It's up to you. It's the easy thing. All you gotta do is download the Zoom app on your phone and you could be on the game. A couple people have done it, so it's not hard.
Yeah.
And Harris just asked, do we have any games being played tonight? I ain't looked at any posts to see.
Not that I know, but I'll check and see if anybody's online playing right now.
Love to see the Cardinals and 49ers game. Falcons and Seahawks.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a good game. That's Matt versus Dorian.
Yes.
Do you see anything else? I don't see anything else.
Sweet. Actually, the games look kind of lopsided this week, to be quite honest. Cowboys football team.
Fellas.
Cowboys football team, Vikings, Dolphins, maybe. Lions, Giants, maybe.
Yeah, that could potentially be a good game if
Harris said you could trace me having those Jerry Springer final thoughts. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, anyway.
He just mad he got to open up a encyclopedia or dictionary to understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are we good, fellas?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I think so, man.
Good show.
We're good show, fellas.
All right, I gotta make sure I end this right because I never end it right. See, I was gonna mess up again. Anyway, yeah, we're still live.
Can you end it, or does
I think
Hossein have to?
No, yeah, Hossein, you got to. I'm sorry, yeah, you're the host. I think I was like, where is it at?